Hi friends, it's Nancy, and I am here to work on another journal. I recently picked up this book for free. There is like one of those neighborhood mini library, I don't even know what they're called. You know, somebody puts like a big birdhouse on their front lawn. Well, one of my neighbors has one of those, and I frequently take books down. And rarely is there anything I want to take with me. And as I search crazily around here for a knife. So I took some books down that I had just finished reading, and could hardly get them shoved in there. Managed to. But then I found this book, and it's a nice size. What do we got going on here? So 9.5 by just about 6 3/4, I guess. And then let's call it 1.5 inches across. And I thought, yeah, I am going to take that and give it a new purpose as soon as I find a knife. There's a knife. There's a knife. So let's cut this out. And when I brought it home, Doug says, "That's going to make a nice journal." I thought, he gets me. And honestly, I'm in the mood to do a big journal. Ta-da! Okay. I like that. I gotta save that little sticker there, don't I? Yeah, I don't think I need any of that. I'm just gonna peel off some of this stuff. So it is Saturday afternoon, and if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen that I tried a hand at rusting paper. It was an exercise in futility. Oh, he's singing again. He knows I'm in here. Let me pause. There, that fixed him. And how hard is this going to be to raise? I think the bulk of it's okay, but it's a little close on this end. You know what? I'm going to leave it. I have a thought. So these little corners are some kind of leather. Just going to glue that back together. This one could use another drip. I hope you don't think I'm an awful person for taking this beautiful cover from the neighborhood mini library and destroying it. But given the bulk of the books that are shared in there, it's mostly current paperback, I would say some chick lit, but you know, some thrillers, that sort of thing. I don't think anybody was actually looking for a Christian Science journal. But that's being that's being assumptive? Is that a word? Presumptive. Presumptive, that's the word. Okay. I'm going to measure this because I want my spine to equal this. And that is in there nice. Ruler. Yeah, 1.5. The pages are about 9.25. Okay. So next step here is I'm going to I'm going to lay some fabric in here, glue it in to protect this leather here, sort of give it a backbone. And I will make a template for the paper size. And what else will I do? Make my spine. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, you ready for this? Ta-da! So I have quite a stash of like boho type fabrics. Never use them. Never. And I thought, this is going to match perfectly. It's the right tones all together. So I have my inside covers. I have my template that I will stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 signatures to. I have a template and I have another template to poke my holes. But before I do anything with the spine, I want to do some touch-ups here. So this is showing quite a lot of wear, and I have this touch-up marker. It's for, you know, if you scratch your furniture or whatever. And I tested it to see how well it would match on one of the corners. I'm just going to see. And I think think that's going to be okay. I'll probably have to seal it, but I think this does improve that a bit. And as I'm coloring on that fabric there, I can feel that there's some thinness. So I really do need to reinforce the bendy parts of the journal, of the leather. Okay, now I want to see if I can get the title off. Now, this has been successful 50% of the time, so we're going to see if it's successful this time. I need a tissue. I have some 100% acetone nail polish remover. I think I'm wrecking the cover. I'm definitely wrecking the cover. Well, that's not working at all. Yeah, that did work for me the last time I tried it. It was the Little Lord Fauntleroy journal. Sort of had that lacy blue cover. I don't know if you remember it or not. I'm going to have to come up with a plan to cover that. Wish I had some ticking that color. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it right now. I will think about it later. But let's get some plain muslin. Okay. Believe this came from, I took something apart. As you do. We had a little outing last night. Went to Goderich to see a friend of Doug's. Had dinner and stayed for the piping down of the sun. So every Friday in July, just before sundown, they have bagpipes perform in the cove there at Goderich. And gosh, I think they probably played for nearly 2 hours. So, all right, I know it's 9.5. I'm just gonna make it a little narrower, or a little shorter, I mean, not narrower. I don't know why I think I need it that wide. What was I thinking? Thinking about bagpipes, that's what my problem is. I think 3 inches is going to be more than sufficient. And let's get some, oh, what's this? I don't know what this is. Some kind of glue. It's a gel medium. Okay, that'll get us in one way. Maybe I should have gone a little shorter, because I don't want it to peek above the spine. There we go. And this isn't easy to do, you know. Possible a brush isn't the way I should have gone. But it doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to glue. if I should do a double layer. Okay. Stick. Well, hopefully this is going to be okay. I'm starting to have my doubts. If it's not okay, then I will just tear the spine right off. And we will start anew with something else. I'm going to turn that up and let it dry like that. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to take this opportunity to toss some stuff out. So I've had this scrapbook for a while. I couldn't care less about it. I'm just going to take out the cards. So this was no date on it. But isn't it cute how she put the little envelopes down? Oh, I got 5 million envelopes. I don't need to keep those. I got more envelopes than I need. These are kind of cute, the die cut ones. I think I paid too much money for this at a not a thrift store, at an estate sale. So this is a bridge tally. Well, that's cute. be good for backing tags or something. Oh, the cute little thing. There's some bigger cards. These must have been pictures. Maybe I might have to put that in my journal. There's another one for backing tags. Oh, it has a paper bag in it. Okay, you're cute. Wedding anniversary. That's just some names. This is from a church bulletin. Okay, I'm just going to take off the covers and toss those separately. And I can recycle the paper. Oh, dusty chokey. All right. So I'll put these with my vintage greeting cards. And those I will put right there. Okay, there's one job done. But I definitely want to use this. Is this pencil? Let's see if I can get that off. Not coming right off, but it's a little lighter anyway. All I wanted to keep from that was the sticker. See if I can get some of this old paper off. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing that Let's see if this will lift off. Okay, I'll probably seek to glue that back down. All right. So I have no particular theme for this journal. I just want to get a really good look at what I've been storing in my stash here. And, you know, make this journal sort of an homage to my stash, maybe. A little bit of everything. Okay, I'm going to cut that out, ink it a little bit, and glue that little reinforcement back on. Okay, got that done. And I wanted to put like a little photo. I've got some lace as well, but that photo is too black and white. I have no idea if this is going to work. So got some alcohol ink there. I have to take it way back. Must have been a crack there or something. Okay, I'm going to trim that up a bit. The lid on here before I make a mess. I could probably bring this down a bit too, couldn't I? Okay, I'm going to just trim this. Okay, so I was starting to tear this old lace. I feel like I want it to go this way, to be a pocket more than a tag. Or do I? I'm going to go with my first instincts. Ink the edge a little bit. Just going to add a little more ink here, see if that makes me a little bit happier. It does. Okay. And I'll use some Fabri-Tac. That's interesting how there was a crack in the glossy surface and that let the ink just soak right down to through to the back. Interesting. Do I want to add a little scrap of tat? Of course I do. Maybe I'll use white glue. I'm worried that it'll that it would be shiny. The Fabri-Tac would be shiny. I'm going to try to fussy tear this little flower out, just snipping the embroidery, because the netting will tear like crazy. But the other bit, not so much. Doug's watching a movie. I don't know what he's watching, if you can hear it in the background. Well, aren't you cutie? Yes, you are cute. There we go. Okay, and I have a piece of old seam binding. I just put a little bit of white glue, little bit of art glitter glue at the corners there, or the edges of the ribbon, so it wouldn't unravel. Okay, there I have a piece of ephemera. I need a box. Or a tray. We'll use a tray. Alright, I just pulled this off my shelf of paper, and it contains tracing paper, onion skin, and airmail paper. And I decided I have too much. And this is not any of those things. This is watercolor paper. So that belongs somewhere else. And so I've decided these I'm going to put in my box for the next Looney Toony sale I have. So got some old onion skin and airmail, white airmail. This one I'm going to keep. And I have already tore off a piece. I don't know why I needed to do that, but if I can put this back. So it's genuinely dyed. And it's torn there, so I'm going to see if I can use my deco edge trimmer here. See if I can give it a more deckled. Perfect. Let's put that back. Okay, I'm going to fold it a little closer to half. And I have some rub-ons. They're going to waste. I thought I might like to try. Let's see how this goes. I'm sure I used to have some kind of a stick that did this job, but Yeah, I'm glad I'm using these up because I don't think that they're long for this world. I've had them around for a bit. And that's the way of rub-ons. They get less and less ready to rub on. Oh, that looks pretty. I'm going to do a few more of these. Okay, so I've just added a little bit of rub-ons to each page, and I had a tiny rip here, so I used an old piece of tape, and I've got that glued on there to reinforce it. Next up, I have these placemats. So I will have to cut a little bit off. Do I? Maybe I can just fold it up. So I just wanted to use this paper because one, I like the scallop edge, and two, it's got sort of a woven texture to it. I am going to chop a bit off. If I can see the fold, there it is. Okay. Maybe I'm not. I don't know what was stuck on there, but there's a little bit of dark something there. Where'd I put my eraser? Anybody see where I put my eraser? There it is. Done. Okay, I've decided I'm going to keep that. Ergo, I'm going to have to cut off the bottom. I messed up the fold. So that's coming off. Whoop, come on. Come on, my girl. All right, let's do a little bit of ink. Just to the edge. I found this folder of paper. It's 25% cotton Strathmore writing paper. So it's a good quality writing paper. It's got sort of a grayish tone to it, which is okay. I've got it safely in this folder, so I don't have to worry about it getting marked up. But I wouldn't mind adding something to it. Let me see what I have. All right, I have this image. This is from a very old, I think it was like a leisure hour book or something. I'm going to put some glue. But I'm not going to glue the whole thing. I'm going to glue some and then rip the rest off. And I'm going to wrap it around. I think I have another building I can use somewhere. Whoop. Pretty, but it's not quite big enough. Come on. Sorry. Aha. I think I'll use this one. let that sit to dry, and then when it is completely dry, I'm going to tear it off. So, next up, I found this picture, and I thought it was adorable. But I want to put the fold right here on the back, so that you can see the whole picture of the dog and the man, as well as the title. Okay. That's going to need some fortification. It's just a piece of packing paper, I think. Okay, now I know I'm going to have to cut some of this off. So, maximum of 6 1/4. I think that's going to do just fine. Let's put an inch. I think I'll cut an inch off here as well. And then I can extend that. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll leave it like that. So this is only about 7 inches tall. But it'll look like that in the book. And this side, it'll just be a barrel and a broom. And then the back is good for writing on. Okay, so we've been about an hour now. I think I will upload this video, and I'm going to continue to work on it, of course. But I hope you are excited to be working on a new journal, and I hope that you pulled out some papers too. All right, take care of yourselves. I'll be back again sooner than I have been, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.